side, parabola. You tell me all the right things left and right. That you say what you wanna say. Time machine에 타고 시공간을 넘어. Oh yeah. Diving 점점 내 마음이 너라는 리듬에 춤을 춰. 'Cause boy you make me feel
morning to one and all. Is my microphone on? Testing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to the Holmwood auction room. My name's Kyle Siebert. I'm one of 3 auctioneers working with you today. The others, my good colleagues Mark McGoldrick and new to the industry, Phil McGoldrick is with us this morning as well. A pleasure to have him. And on behalf of our CEO, Kyle Sutherland, Managing Director, Tony Jenkins, and the team, it's great to have you with us. Now, the very first thing we do on a Wednesday morning, of course, is to thank and acknowledge our property owners who are here with us today. We certainly appreciate and respect the fact that you have choice when it comes time to list your property. We're delighted that you've chosen to list with Holmwood, and we wish you the very, very best here today. To the bidders and the buyers, we extend a similar sentiment. You know, this is a great place to buy real estate. It is cash, it is transparent, and most importantly, it is unconditional. And that is important because, of course, if we don't sell property here in the auction room, we pass property in, and you do lose that exclusivity of opportunity. We then have to offer the property to the wider market, and that includes those buyers who are in conditional situations. My colleagues will confirm that competing with conditional interest, that's never ideal, so we would encourage you in your bidding. Now, the team is here ready to assist you in that endeavour. This is Janelle Pritchard, she's Operations Manager, today our Auction Floor Manager as well. This is Luke Jensen, Training Manager, and at your service this morning. If you have any questions about paperwork, if you need assistance with your bidding, please don't hesitate to talk to one of these good people. Now, in just a short moment, we're going to offer you a wonderful catalogue of real estate. In the case of each property, the listing agent, beg your pardon, will have furnished you with all of the necessary documentation in your preparation, and that includes the auction contract buyers. And on the front page of that contract, you will see there is a conduct of auction. Those are the rules by which we operate here in the auction room. They're pretty straightforward, but we know some of you will be here for the very first time, so we will go through the conduct briefly now. In the case of each property, the vendors have provided us with a confidential reserve price. Now, subject to that reserve price being reached or breached, the highest bidder whose bid we accept will be the lucky new owner. If the bidding doesn't quite reach that reserve price, ladies and gentlemen, that's not the end of the auction. Our practice at Holmwood is to pause. We move into one of our meeting rooms with the highest bidder, and we'll offer that person the opportunity to purchase the property. Now, this is really crucial. On the odd occasion, during that discussion outside of the room, our seller may say to us, look, Mark or Phil or Kyle, we're really happy with this negotiated price. We'd like to withdraw the property from the auction, sell it outside of the room and without disclosing our reserve price. That is a vendor's prerogative, but when they exercise that prerogative, it can be quite disappointing for people who remain here in the room looking to buy. So my advice to you is, if you wish to avoid that disappointment, just ensure you hold the highest bid at all times. Now, as the auctioneer, we can nominate the increments by which the bidding is raised. We can refuse bids if we feel they're not in the best interests of our sellers. If any of our licensed colleagues are in the room bidding on behalf of buyers, we'll do our very best to point them out to you. Now, you may hear the phrase vendor bid today. A vendor bid is a bid placed by the auctioneer on behalf of the owner. Please be assured it is always well below the reserve price. We simply use a vendor bid to keep things ticking along in the early stages of the auction. We will always clearly identify them to you so you can bid against us with confidence. Now, finally, if you are that lucky last purchaser, you have a couple of obligations. Of course, you pay your deposit, 10% of the purchase price, and you sign the contract. When you sign that contract, you are acknowledging that you've received a copy of the approved REA guide. Now, those are the rules, ladies and gentlemen. You will note there has been a small change to our order of sale. We will be with you in just a short moment. Stick around, back with you soon. Rightio, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with you and ready to get underway. Let me turn your attention to Kashmir. If I could have your attention, please. Number 5, Harry L. Drive in Kashmir, very ably marketed by Simon Watson. of course, Simon from our Island 2 office just upstairs. And Simon, I know you thoroughly enjoyed working with our owners. A pleasure to work with, and I know they've really enjoyed their tenure at this address. It is a freehold title, 675 square metres more or less, and the settlement date to which you work by is the 22nd of September 2023. You may, of course, be working to a pre-agreed date. Simon, I think the absolute highlight of this property is its positioning. I don't think you would find a better perch on our popular hill than this. It has a wonderful view of the central city, particularly at night time. My owners tell me whatever room you're in, you get to enjoy a symphony of city lights. It is a gorgeous proposition, panoramic, stunningly panoramic, I would say. You see from the sea to the Alps. I could go on about the view, but let me tell you about the house inside. Bidders and buyers, 1990s in its construction. We love this era because they just did it with so much space, didn't they? That means if you look to reconfigure, hey, you've got plenty of options there, but I think it's absolutely livable in its current condition. It isn't as is, where is offering. You bid on that basis, bidders and buyers, but I just think the upside here is fabulous. Kashmir High School zoning, Kashmir Primary 2. It's just a hop, skip and a jump to the various trails, the adventure park, all the adventure of this wonderful part of our city. So, number 5, Ariel Drive, Simon, let's get underway as we look to identify the new owner here at number 5. Bidders and buyers, I'm in your hands. Opening bid or offer? Where do we say go? Plenty of storage, lovely established gardens and various tiers, opportunity to landscape a wonderful canvas. Here at number 5, Ariel Drive. Maybe 400,000 is a sensible place to start as they're 400. As you know, buyers, if you don't, I will commence the bidding on behalf of my owner as they're 400,000. Rightio, then a vendor bid at 400,000. I look for 450, but don't let me limit you at 400 first call vendor bid. Twice the money now, 400,000. And third and final call at 450, nice to see you. That's Nicola Cray working with her buyer there at $450,000. My lamplighter at $450,000. Good luck to your bidder today, Nicola, at $450,000. First time, who takes me to 500? Second call at $450,000. Third and final call, don't forget master bedroom on that ground floor. Enjoys a bathroom too. That has to mean something when it's time to sell. Though I don't know why you would, this is such a wonderful spot. That was the third call at $450,000. Nick, I'm going to place a vendor bid again at $500,000. It will be my last at $500,000. Invite you to return at $550 if you like at first time. 500 bids with me. New bidding is welcome. Second call. And third and final call at $500,000. Bids with me. Any better bid or offer? Nicola, bids with me at $500,000. I would offer the gentleman the same level if he'd like. Then we can have a conversation. We'll just give him a moment to discuss, Tony. Any better bid or offer? What about at the back of the room on the phone? At $500,000, bids with me. All right, I'm going to retract my vendor bid, sir. I do so, with hesitance, but let's have a conversation anyway, see if we can get you across the line. I'd love to see you in this property. Bid returns to $450. Clary, we'll have a conversation. Auction is open. If there's any change from the floor, let me know. Back with you soon.
Continue, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to shuffle the order once again. Alex Little, you're all ready to go on Pack Street. Thank you, Tony. A bit of respect. It's lovely to be back in the Holmwood auction rooms. Spent many years here. And it's lovely to work alongside Alex as she sells for Mum and Dad the property at 115B Pack Street. Your contract and mine describes the property as a cross lease in freehold. You've heard the rules of auction. Kyle outlined those superbly well. 10%, that's all you pay today. And unless you're working to an alternative date, your new life begins very soon, 22nd of September 2023. Your purchase price, of course, will be rebated by the amount of $11,717.70, insurance money for the driveway should you decide to go ahead and do that. I went and met with the owners and saw the property yesterday afternoon. I suggest to you this is a brilliant position times 2. Great St Albans Street, close to all of the amenities, close to town as well. Position 2, of course, I say you sit back from a relatively quiet street. It is very tranquil, peaceful and private as well. It's a lovely property that will suit so many buyers. Internal access from your garage, that's nicely carpeted. I love the shape, I love the size of the living area. The indoor-outdoor flow is conducive as well. Brilliantly situated for sunshine, and I notice, and of course the war is on with inflation and vegetables, you've got a lovely little productive vegetable patch out the back. I would suggest you'd like to use that. All right, without anything more, I invite now your opening bid or your offer on Pack Street. It's a lovely orderly audience. Where would you start? I wouldn't sell it at $440,000. So there's my line in the sand, a bid for my owners at $440,000. Where to from here, buyers? First call on behalf of my owners at $440,000 only, with the $11,000 rebated. Second call at $440,000. $450,000. Ollie, good on you, at $450,000. One bid at right-hand side of the room. Maybe you go straight to $500,000. Second call at $450,000. Third call at $450,000. So I'm going to take one last vendor bid, $460,000. I can't sell it at that level. Would you bid back at $470,000 and then we'll engage in a good discussion? At $460,000 on the nod, 70? $470,000, all right. At $470,000, one bidder only at this early stage. Who goes next? Once called, twice called, third call. Well, I'm not going to be disrespectful and take any more vendor bids. It's pointless. I can't sell at $470,000. We're going to find a little bit of private space and we'll give you the opportunity outside of the auction room. Auction is open, bids at $470,000. Can we use one of those rooms possibly? Okay.
Well, auctioneer number 3, I normally prefer to go a little bit further up the order, but it's worth waiting with a property marketed by Tracy Denny, and especially in Craycroft, which is an area I'm very fond of. So Tracy, thank you very much. It's a cracker in Craycroft, I think, on Kashmir Road, number 155. I would like to acknowledge and thank our owners and trustees who are joining us from Australia. They're tuning in. Our manager, Jared Rolton, is just getting them on the line. So thank you very much for your collective instructions. The property here at 155 Kashmir Road in Craycroft is a freehold estate, and it's 481 square metres is the size of the parcel it sits on. You know it's tucked away down the drive. It's a lovely spot, isn't it? The legal description's unchanged, as is the chattel list. I did want to touch on the chandelier through the home. They are very, very valuable. My mother's house had lights like that in there, and I sold them on Trade Me, and man, they went like a bomb. Hundreds, my best Trade Me auctions afterwards. And there's a number of them in there, so add that onto your budget, I would say, if you hadn't already. The 22nd of September is the settlement date. It's quite rapid terms, so that's Friday week that you take possession. And I always enjoy being the bearer of more good news. Clause 26, based around the EQC insurance, means that the princely sum of $62,185 is rebated to you upon settlement. So you can factor that one into the dollars also. It's such a popular pocket of Christchurch, don't you agree? Lower slopes tucked in, backing on the Worsley Reserve. So it's a great wee posse. That 1980s style is prevalent throughout, isn't it? It's time for you to roll up the sleeves and modernise it. You've got a great spread of living. Dual living spaces, flows to your northwest facing courtyard. It's really easy care, that section. 3 good bedrooms, double internal access garage, and in a position with the upside available to you. There's the school zones for the children's education. You know it's going to be a great proposition once you get hold of it, do the work and spend your $62,185. So Trace, good campaign. You've been a very busy girl. We've got to the start line, so I'm asking you to start and get away on the auction here at 155 Kashmir Road. 620. Welcome in, sir. Good luck to you. 620,000. Fair and reasonable place to start. Do I have another 10 on from here at $620,000? Enticing proposition here at 620. Is there 10 to go? At 620 down here with my opening bid. First chance. Second call at the figure. And third call at 625. Welcome in, ma'am. Good on you. And 30 back. Straight back. We go at 30. At 630,000. Good property people bidding here today. They've got the credentials, the wherewithal, the know-how, the acumen to make it work at 630 down over here on the right-hand side. First chance. Second call. Take it's not a social call over here. Bid's just running at 630 now. What do you think? Worth another 5? 635. 635. Port Hills Playground right behind you. It's 635. Good auction, people. 635. First call and away from you. Flanked by Jessica and Zanny. Alan Skehill watching in on this young man over here at 635. He's probably going to say 37.5 if I know him, just to obfuscate. It's 635, third final. Okay, 637,500. Should have asked for more, wouldn't I? 40. It's 640. Who's it to be? Just if you might, it's 640. Bid is at the back of the room, 640,000. Some real character without nice internal timbers. They'll be queuing up when it's done. I know you've got the touch of the master there. Got to be worth another little tick, doesn't it? It's 640 at this stage. The all-important Kashmir High School zoning. Flip it around, turn it upside down at 640. Just got the leading bid at the back. Can see you on 2 minds, sir. I think you should take the mind on the left that says yes, bid, and try another 2. Shake of the head. Right, well, my leading bidder, I need to pause the auction. Not at a level I'm authorised to sell. I think we're pretty close. Jessica, do you think you could escort your bidder into the cafe area, please. Would that be all right? There is an opening there. No, we'll be comfortable back there, Lukey. I'll just pause the auction. It's open and live. But I talk to the highest bidder.
All right, let's go back to Pack Street. I've been out with both parties to the transaction, ladies and gentlemen, 115B Pack Street. Ollie, we've had great discussions. I've been around the block a few times for you. Can I now confirm that your bid on the property stands at $562,000? Thank you. Owners have said, if there's no better, I sell you the property today. It's an exciting time for you. At 562, I count down to finality. First call, and I sell. Second call at 562,000. Third and final call. Delighted to announce to you, Ollie, first home. It's going, gone and sold. Congratulations. Alex, lovely to work with you. A nice campaign.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much for patiently waiting. We go now to Marshland. It is 25 Prestons Park Drive in Marshland. Zanny Polson, Jessica Pills, of course, Team Polson from the Fendleton office. They've thoroughly enjoyed working with our owners. I know they've enjoyed their open homes at the sunny spot. It is a lovely home. The contract speaks to a freehold title, 475 square metres more or less, and your lucky day, the 11th of October 2023, that being a Wednesday. Of course, you may be working to a pre-agreed date. Zanny, now this is currently utilised as a pretty striking show home. I think that's got to tell you something. It's what the building company has decided will most impress their customers. I can see why. Inside, beautifully appointed, lovely fixtures and fittings, excellent positioning for sunshine. The landscaping is easy care. I think there's plenty of room to add your own style, certainly to re-landscape if you so choose. Just excellent situation for sunshine. Inside, really suits modern family living, plenty of storage. You've got that oversized office that could be utilised as a fourth bedroom, and then hydronic in-floor heating throughout the property, including the garage, which makes for quite a point of difference for the man cave or the woman cave or whatever it will become. I just think this is a great family home. We know the benefits of this location, so let's get underway. Zenny, here at number 25 Prestons Park Drive in Marshland. I look for an opening bid or offer. Who starts us away? You need only raise your hand, bidders and buyers. Auction is the best place, the best time to buy. What about 820? All right, then a vendor will bid at $820,000. Invite you to come back at 840 or start at $840,000 if you like. At 820, the bid is with me. First chance. At $820,000. Hop, skip and a jump to the lovely amenities in this area. This is a modern area. Safe as houses. Second call at 820. And third and final call at $820,000. Is that the bank calling? Time to bid at 840. Nice to see you there. Good luck with your bidding today, sir, at $840,000. You've picked a fine home at 840. First call. $840,000, second call. Third and final call. This gentleman looks ready to strike at $840,000. It should be $860 next. Sir, I'm going to place a vendor bid at $860. It will be my last. Clear line in the sand. Invite you to come back at $880 if you'd like. At $860,000, the bid sits with me. First chance at $860. Second call. At $860,000. Third and final call. Hey, gladly, no problem at all. $860, the bid's now yours at $860,000. Once called at $860. Second. Third and final call at $860, bidding here. All right, sir, you appear to be my only bidder. Good position to be in, but we need to have a conversation. Auction is open at $860,000. Any update from the floor, let us know. We're back with you very, very soon.
You're next. Ladies and gentlemen, I have got an update for you at 155 Kashmir Road, Craycroft, working with our highest bidder at 640. Now, just confirm that you have graciously increased that bid and hopefully to buy, Rachel. Just if you announce the amount of that bid, that is at 645,000, and from the whole estate, yes, we can sell. So I announced to you now the property's on the market and selling at 645. Pardon? 650,000. At 650. That's the new bid to beat. At 650. On the market and selling, 155 Kashmir Road. Remember the 62,000 plus that comes back to you, rebated upon settlement to the purchaser. That's mean. That's cruel. It's $650,000. First chance, have you got 1,000? Second call, 650. Of one, 651. That's the bid to beat now. Back in front, in the lead. 4 up, 655. 656, Trace. And we sell oodles of upside. Remember those chandelier? I tell you, they'll 660, the Holmwood bid.
One on the top, Mark.
661. The QC insurance money's rebated. 665. Triple six. 666. At 155. Kashmir Road freehold. 671. 671. 671. Shake of the head down with my starter. 6 3/4, 676.
I'm making 680 here.
680. It's 680. 680 is the bid to beat. Worsley Reserve and behind you, double internal access garaging. Beautiful, peaceful section. Lots of upside. 81. 82. It's 682. Lots of people want to buy it at this level, Grant. 682. You should take encouragement from that. 682. Bid is with my 682. Better have a 1. 682. On the market, definitely selling. Imploring, pleading. $684. 684.
85 here, mate.
85. 685. Hard to value it down to these tiny amounts at 685. We've seen your best. 685. Just checking with my good man here, gentleman at the rear. It's 685,000. $685. No further bidding? Then delighted to announce to you at the rear of the room, 155 Kashmir Road, Craycroft, at $685,000 is going and sold. Well done. Good perseverance, great perseverance, excellent bidding. Thank you for your starting bid, sir, and for your participation through the campaign. Tracy Denny, you worked hard. Well done. Well, I think we should stay on the lower slopes. We are staying on the lower slopes, and we're moving straight along, folks. Good. We're going to move straight along in our program. We want silence, we want respect, because we are going to the microclimate, this esteemed area. On the lower slopes, we remain in Kashmir. Bowenvale Ave, 101B, is the property that has been proudly marketed by Catherine Hampton, Peter Hampton, have done the hard yards for you, have made everything available and accessible. We do thank Tony and Karen very much for your instructions. The presentation of the home, absolutely superb, and you've seen the condition it is. It is an absolutely fantastic and formidable home, right deep up the valley. They say it's a microclimate. It is absolutely true, and a super spot to be, that is for sure. You enjoy a freehold tenure. Of course, that is the strongest one that we offer you. And it's 823 squares too, so I think you'll agree that's a sizable parcel. Now, you'll note from the chattel list that the shade sail is going to remain in the underfloor heating system, which with nice tiled areas, good under the stocking feet that we enjoy. 20th of October 2023, that is the settlement date and the date you pick up the keys for a formidable family home, isn't it? But it is funky and fun-filled as well. I love the elevation and position of it in terms of the valley, and I know when I was standing on that balcony soaked in sunshine looking out, the outlook is truly inspiring. It's got a great spread of living, all enjoying that elevation as well. Light and airy, it's very, very comfortable. It's been beautifully furnished. And I think the flow will be great. If you entertain, you're going to enjoy it, but you might be outdoors. I think my favourite spot for this summer will be out in the courtyard, the beach bar at the rear of the home, and has got great credentials as an entertaining area. Of course, the balcony all year round. It's 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, really comfortable, cosy accommodation. such an easy property to look after, but it looks great. So that means you spend all your time just enjoying the delights of the hills and the community around you. The Bowenvale track itself is an absolute beauty, and you'll just be fit as a fiddle. Double internal access garaging below, the carport, plenty of off-street parking, just a beautiful, private, peaceful spot, remember, with the good school zones as well. At 101B, who is it to be that's going to be the new owner? Thank you, Catherine. We can start it away now. People love living in this area, very seldom move. So it's your time to move in and start the bidding. Ben Ban, you thought you might start away at 800? Might be an easy place to start. You've seen the rateable value. We'd all be bidding at 8, wouldn't we? What about over this side of the room, ma'am? You could kick me away. Change of tune, sir. Vendor bid at 800. I do not hesitate any further. I put the line in the sound. The foothold to begin the ascent on a vendor bid at 800. I think a 50 might be a good bid from here, or maybe you'll say 9 for me. Just at 800 at this early juncture. First call on that number. Second call. Sir, I saw you participating earlier. Third call. Could I count to 20 for you, just to make it a little bit easier? Can be a little bit nervous for bidders sometimes. A smile, ma'am, says that maybe you will. I'm on that third call at 8. I'll just pop that up. I'll take your silence as strategic and move that, just nudge that vendor bid up to 820 at this early stage. But now's your time to participate, because it is the next stage we would progress to if we didn't have that bidder here and now today. But that would be you, surely, 40 or better. First chance, vendor bid at 820. Great flow to the home. So easy care. Second and third. Catherine, I don't think they're putting their hands up for me. I've given you ample chance. Look, we're prepared for all scenarios. So in this scenario, I have got permission to price the property while we stand here and now, while we've got the captive audience on Auctions Live and all you good people in the room. The price that we're putting on the home is $929,000. Now, I think that represents excellent value, outstanding value, in fact. You must get up and inspect the property. Come and see Catherine and Peter at one of the open homes. Just a lovely experience anyway, but if you are on the market to move into this area, I commend it to you. 929, sharp price. Talk to the Hamptons and they'll be happy to speak with you. If you've been through the campaign, Catherine will be ringing you up today. And I think we've got a couple of negotiations to conclude, but I'll just pass that back to you, Catherine, and all the best, Karen. Thanks very much.
for your patience. We left the room on a live bid at $450,000 for number 5 Harry L. Drive. There was some good discussion outside of the room, but not to a level my vendors would consider satisfactory. So my instructions are pretty clear. I'm going to increase that bid on behalf of my owner to $580,000. If there's no better bid or offer, we will pass the property in at $580,000. I'm at 580. 581, that's Grant Chappell on the phone with his buyer. Nice to see you, Grant. Good luck there at $581,000. And there's 585. 585 with Nicola Cray's client there at $585,000. And 86. 86 the bid. Stunning position. Whether you look to renovate, perhaps it's a canvas for your dream home. Oh, I was optimistic. I was going to say 700,000. At 587 I have. Just the 1,000 at 587. Grant, let me recommend 590 or better. At 587 the call. At $587,000 and 1,000 at 588. Take comfort in the competition. Homework's been done at 588. And 89. 590. Very quiet cul-de-sac street. My owners say, by all accounts, the neighbours just lovely. They would know they were there for many, many years. At $590,000. 592. It's an astute bid at 592. Trying to put a bit of distance between you and your nearest competitor. Let's see if that works at 592. Welcome to bid and buy at 592. And 1,000 at 593. Madam, these prices seem pretty reasonable to you, I'm sure. At 593, pop a bid in. At $593,000. Bids against you there, sir, at 593. No further bidding. At $593,000. Where do you find the next one? Where do you find one with a view like this? At $593,000. Once, twice. Third and final call at $593,000. All right, Nick, I'm going to take a quick pause. We'll have a conversation with Grant's buyer. Grant, you hold the highest bid, can't sell to you at this level, but we need to talk. Auction is open once again. Take a pause. We're back with you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please. Thanks for patiently waiting. If you are just joining us at the Holmwood Auction Room, welcome. It's great to have you with us. I turn your attention back to 25 Prestons Park Drive in Marshland. We left the room with a live bid at $860,000. There was some good discussion outside of the room and an increase to $900,000. However, at that level, my owners are saying not quite for sale. So, at $900,000, I passed the property in. It is clearly not for sale at $900,000. Interest north of that figure, please call Zanny Paulson today. Once again, a very warm, very modern, well-positioned home in an increasingly popular, family-friendly location. I think upon viewing, you will be most impressed. So give Zanny Paulson a call today. Property's passed in, and we are back with you with an update on Ariel very shortly.
she put her mind to. Late night hours up the hill, serving coffee to strangers, talking about revenue. She kept dreaming of a world big enough for everyone, and she knew it must rain before it grows. She kept dreaming of the day butterflies survived the wheel, even though she got knocked down and never showed. Dear Lily, where'd you go? Where's your heart at? Why'd you fall back? Lately, your afterglow is shining brighter, waking up an easy egg. I remember
Thank you very much for patiently waiting. There was a good discussion outside of the room, a rather lengthy one, which is sometimes the case. Big decisions being made in the Holmwood auction room. I take you back to 5 Ariel Drive in Kashmir. We left the room on a live bid at $593,000. And under clause 2.6, my lovely vendors have opted to withdraw the property. And for an undisclosed sum, please, Clary, it has very happily been sold. Congratulations. To our sellers, thanks so much for the opportunity. It's been a pleasure. Good luck with your next chapter. Congratulations to our purchaser. And that concludes our day at the Holmwood Auction Room. Bidders and buyers, have a wonderful rest of your week. We will see you next Wednesday.